Leo at waste time. Leo at waste time. Today we are hitting the ground running. Two topics, only two topics. We have only two topics. Parliament proceedings about TikTok regulation and Team Kazow in Eastleigh. The team is being said is a group of boys, Somali boys, who are terrorizing residents, like people who are, mostly business people who are doing business hapo. Leo hatuna patience. I lack patience because it's a terrible Thursday. I have this show every Thursday. On Friday I have Friday bars, but for a month I want to change it to Friday vibes. So we'll have Friday vibes tomorrow. I'll be talking about so many anything that I will excuse me. Anyway, I'll be talking about anything that will be of my interest. Then ama you can suggest, nyinyi mnaweza niambia oh, Jao, talk about this. We can always do that. So you guys, you choose. You can tell me. I take suggestions. I take suggestions. And about this parliament proceedings, I saw it on TikTok, and this is honorable. Is it an honorable? I don't know. It's MP Kajwang, and there's MP Njeri, then there's another MP. So I want us to listen. Like, let's just listen. What is how it started? Like, they are saying wanataka kuweka more regulation on TikTok, but they don't want to ban it. That's what they are saying. But we trust them. And there are so many speculations that are being risen, like by people. But anyway, let's get it.
Question of TikTok is an important discussion which we must have because we are leaders and the Constitution has given us the mandate, especially of oversight. And oversight involves issues which concerns the people and for which the institutions are made. But we are also parents and we have children. Those in my age, and I know the member for Tharaka is one of those who are in my age bracket, are raising. Oundo is fairly young, but I think he...
Ndo maana siwezi watch video za parliament. Nyinyi mliamua tu mujeze parliament na wasa wamebit. Umse badala go to straight to the point, ameanza story ndefu. Nikawa wale watu wenye wanasemanga mwalimu, mine is just to echo what mwalimu has said, yangu si mengi. Then he continues talking for an hour after kusema yangu si mengi. Go straight to the point. I've already watched this video. That's why I'm very impatient.
He could be in the general bracket where I am, and I'm sure yours faithfully is somewhere a little young, but floating somewhere. We all have teenage children. They are outgrowing and are becoming adults, but we worry every time. First, our responsibilities as parents to be able to instruct these children in the best way possible, lead them by example, and also nurture their spiritual selves. They may not all be Christians. They may not even believe. They could be even apostates. But every parent would wish that a child leads a spiritual life which is effective and which leads him or her to be a moral person who is effective in national building or building the world. And so the question of TikTok, we must speak about it. When you saw young people here who came to taste the food.
Ndo amefika kwa point sasa, ndo amefika kwa point after 2 minutes man.
We had there and said that the pilipili was not good enough. You could see some of the issues which they were raising.
Tulisema, walisema chumvi.
And how they organized themselves and how robustly they debated. There was a disconnect between the leaders and the young people because the communication platform was not even.
Acha uongo. The disconnect has been there ever since. The disconnect has been there ever since. Si sahi, si wakati ya Gen Z protest. The disconnect has been there ever since because many of you MPs, you get elected, you are elected in, let's say in the Western region, maybe somewhere, maybe you are elected, let me say you are somewhere in Busia. But you don't live in Busia, you go and live in Nairobi. Utakuwa na connection aje na utaconnect aje na watu wa ground. Some of you even go further and even you just travel the whole year, uko Maju, uko wapi, like you go and live in Karen, you go and live in those lavish areas. Hata unaweza pata MP wa area fulani aishingi hiyo area, ako tu na keja huko, lakini hata ainanga mutu. Ukienda pale ni ma servants quarter, so ni ma servants wako hapo. Hiyo disconnect inaanzianga hapo. The fact that you don't live in the same area that you are representing, hapo ndo disconnect inaanzianga, si communication platform. Am I reacting too early? I should wait. You know, waheshimiwa, they have a lot of brains. I should wait.
And so, if we don't discuss this and listen to it with the ear of a young person, we may not, we may miss the mark. You see, the question of TikTok raises pertinent issues for lawyers, for example. There is the question of data sovereignty, that every global world claims data sovereignty, data privacy. It is an integral part that if you want to live a dignified life with integrity, there must be an amount of privacy as a person that you must withhold. It even goes beyond gender privacy. It goes to human being. As a human being, you must be clothed by God-given rights to have privacy in terms of what data can be harvested from you, management of that data, custody of that data. But there is also a big question of national security.
The more I listen, the more it comes to me that si tumependa tu kufatana na USA. Like Wakenya tumependa tu kufatana na USA. Like most of our things that we do, tunafatanga tu USA. Most of our things, if you really look at it vizuri, most of our things, like, because juzi tu ndo USA had a problem with TikTok, and because they could not ban it, wakaamua kufanya nini? Kuiregulate. And how did they regulate it? By making their own version of TikTok that will be owned by Americans and controlled by Americans. Ama why all of a sudden we want to regulate TikTok? Is it because of the election next year? Is it because during the Gen Z protest wase walikuwa live kwa TikTok, tunaona Kenya inafanyika CBD, like mse yako live video, kitu ikifanyika video inapostiwa saa hiyo, and people will see what's really happening. Is that the reason? Because which regulations do you want? Like data privacy, data gani? You can put a rule or a restriction on government buildings. Equal like if you have TikTok on your phone, it can't work while you're inside that building. You can do that. If you fear government data will be stolen, like itakuwa breached. Because for me, I don't have anything important on my phone. Enye ndasema ati my data is being stolen though. Hata wakisema ati they are stealing my data to sell them to sell the data to advertisement agents. Ama advertisement agency wa Kenya watani advertise vitu za Amazon ama Alibaba. Hata heri Alibaba. Like, come on. To the common mwananchi, TikTok hata to the common mwananchi, TikTok ni source of entertainment. Some of us use it. The ones who have business, they use it to advertise their business. There's so much good that TikTok does than the bad. Plus, if you really think about it,
if we don't look at national security, we will expose ourselves to harmful effects that could very well, undermine our security. And the question of mental health is real. We live with these children. Some of them are in rooms which we created for them. We've built those rooms, but they lock those rooms until they cannot be able to engage with us. They come at midnight to look for food. And sometimes they don't even ask their mothers.
Wazazi wanapitia. But mental health issue ilianza na Instagram, if I remember well. Like, beauty standard was being set so high on Instagram that some people went to depression. Like, it was serious.
Because they don't want to interact with us because we do not have a platform which is equal to them. But mental health, it's a big issue. Children are now struggling with issues of, self-harm. In those rooms, they can harm themselves. It's on that company, the Chinese company, to explain to what extent would it be answerable to harmful issues of the platform that they have. In most jurisdictions, we have moved. We are not, and I'm glad the committee is not prescribing.
So, in short, they want to regulate TikTok. And when the government say it wants to regulate something, you know what it means. Regulate. They want to control. So at the same time na hiyo mambo ya kuregulate, they can use it. They can use the platform. They can use it. Like, let's say wanataka content ya kuonyesha gavando the government is good. But remember, hao ndo wana control, so they can just push content yenye inaonyesha like the government is good. Man, if it gava me, I don't like it. I don't like talking about politics because I know I'm very outspoken. Na mi ubonga sana, so can easily get in trouble. Imambo ya gava, sikia hii.
Note that the petitioner had prayed that TikTok is entirely banned in Kenya, and appreciate the committee for disregarding that request. Honorable Speaker, I will deviate from the contributions that have been done on this floor and confirm that I am an active TikTok member, and I use the platform to educate the young people on the legislation initiatives I undertake on the floor and other constituency engagements. Honorable Speaker,
Maina Jenjeri,
I have read
the MP,
this report extensively, and my law lecturer taught me to always look for the devil in the details. And I do ask myself, why now? What is the rationale behind it? How extensive will these regulations be? Will they be used to stifle dissent, to stifle key fundamental rights and freedoms guaranteed by the Constitution of this great Republic of Kenya? And I ask this, Honorable Speaker, because we do not live in a vacuum. We have seen that autocratic governments that seek to govern absolutely stifle any means of communication that the young people use to reach out to each other, to engage as a community. Besides, I have heard members say that they saw very graphic details on TikTok. TikTok operates.
Bro, ukiona mafurumbanya ama ukiona tabia mbaya kwa TikTok, it means at certain point ulisearch your stuff. Hawakuleteangi tu algorithm aiwaki hivyo. They will bring to you what you watch the most. Kama sahi time ya Ramadan, if you just search Ramadan, every 2-3 videos they will bring you a video about Ramadan. They will never bring you a video like just like a FYP wanakusuggestia video enye hauna interest nayo.
Operates on a very sequential algorithm. It operates on a For You page. So it feeds you what you search for. It feeds you.
MP wana search mafurumbanya. Wana search mavitu hakuna alafu wanakuja hapa kusema TikTok ni chafu. Mbona yangu si chafu? Yangu imejaa tu podcaster, manduthi na mapaka because I love cats. The three things that are there: podcast, cats, podcast and cats, then bikes. Then once in a while ndaona comedy, ndaona Chris Kena amepop, ndaona Flako amepop, ndaona Jemo amepop, ndaona Katena amepop, ndaona Wololo amepop. But ukienda kwa TikTok then usearch mafurumbanya, usearch hizo trend chafu chafu, bro, your TikTok itajaa hiyo vitu. So yeah, clap for your MP. Yeah.
You the information that you're looking for, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, it is therefore important that perhaps before we utter some things on this floor, we are aware of how TikTok operates. Honorable Speaker, countries like Bangladesh.
Alikuwa anataka kuinject. Amelenga tu. Perhaps my MP mna uchi vitu chafu. Angesema tu hivyo.
When they had restrictions on TikTok during election period, the country went down in ruins. So it is imperative for this report to capture the extent of these regulations that will be proposed on TikTok and any other social media platform. Oftentimes, Honorable Speaker, when people feel that perhaps the government is trying to stifle expression of their rights, we always see explosions, and we do not want to see that because we know that we are nearing the election period in 2027, Honorable Speaker.
Yeah, MP she's making a lot of sense, more than Ule, the first guy. Please, bana. Unaona, at least huyu, she's not as old as the other guy who was suggesting like TikTok should be regulated and nini. Like she has some information. It's high time tuache kuelect wazee bana. Wazee waende home. Hawa wazee watakuja kutumaliza, bro. We are jobless. You are trying to distract yourself with TikTok. They also want to regulate TikTok. Kila time ukiscroll ni video za State House. Kila time ukiscroll ni video ya MP akifungua choo somewhere kwa shule akifanya celebration, hey, I've built a toilet for you. And another question, why do we have to celebrate a politician for doing his or her work? Let's say politician amejenga choo ya shule, he has to take 1 million photos, then we have to clap for him for 39 days. It doesn't make sense, bana. That's his work. Hiyo ni kazi yako. Politician ati amefanya juu chini, mmeletewa basari. He wants you to praise him for that, for doing your work. Ni kama mimi, every time I breathe in, I breathe out, I should be clapping for my nose. Hey. It doesn't make sense, man. Let's stop celebrating politicians for doing their work. Let them just do their work. And with that being said, man, I'm tired of this political talk. So these guys, they want to regulate TikTok. They want to regulate TikTok. That's the thing. They want to strict regulation. That's it. When you research, when you go to Google or when you go to Chrome and search TikTok regulation in Kenya, parliament proceedings, they will underline the word strict regulation, because regulations are there. Bro, TikTok live ukiingia unyambe tu vibaya, wanafunga live. Mbona unashuta ya mavi inanuka hivyo? Wanafunga live. TikTok is so sensitive. YouTube is even better. Bro, TikTok is very sensitive. So I don't know. So na hii mambo ya regulation, we know how the Babylon moves, bro. Inaanzanga hivyo, oh, let's regulate, kidogo. Unasikia ukitaka kulogin lazima uweke KRA pin. Ukitaka kulogin lazima uweke details ya birth certificate, ID number. Lazima ati uwezi login kuanzia saa 1 mpaka saa 4. Utakuwa na login kuanzia saa 4 mpaka saa 6, alafu wanafunga, alafu tena watawafungulia usiku saa 1. Regulations have to excuse me more. Man, na dedi ni. Anyway, regulation, they have to give us clear regulation and tell us ABCD, CFC, this is what will be happening. But me najua inaanzanga hivyo. Kidogo the government takes over and controls everything. Si inaanzanga tu hivyo. Oh, let's regulate. Oh, our children this, our children that. And utapata most of them, the children are not even in Kenya. Most of these MPs, me, I'm telling you, utapata the children, even if they're in Kenya, they're studying in some international schools that has the best education system ever. And the kid is not even in danger of being spoiled by TikTok. Na plus mtu yako akiwa anaweza haribiwa na TikTok. Umefail wewe. Anyway, let's move on to the Kazow. Team Kazow.
Eastleigh residents are raising an alarm regarding...
Hear it from my favorite news guy. This one and Dylan. It's called Dylan. Dylan. For local news, I go to this guy. For international news, I go to Dylan. The news daddies, German, the news what. So these two guys are my favorite news guys. So let's start with my guy here.
Residents are raising...
Every man grab a man, and every girl grab a girl. Let me fix the sound. Man, I'm yawning too much, bana.
Residents are raising an alarm regarding a group identified as Team Kazow that is allegedly harassing and extorting residents in the area. Now, wanasema just yesterday, an influential young man in the area was abducted, and all this was done while he was being recorded. Now, wanasema as it is, they do not feel safe, and the government needs to do something about this upcoming gang.
Bro, sometimes I wonder, and they are saying Team Kazow is team is a group of Somali boys, bro. I have a lot of Somali friends. A lot. I grew up around Somalis, bro. Hii historia ya kuese ya kudinya mse haga, mimi ndo nasikia leo ati Msomali anaweza fanyia mwenzake hivyo. Buddha, if there's people who are very homophobic, the most homophobic people that I know are Somalis. So them engaging in homophobic in man, I'm trying not to get cancelled. I'm not to say a word that my video will be, it will bring down my video. Au kuengage kwa shughuli za ungesede, mi hadi nashanga bro. Shughuli za backside boys, shughuli za bottom feeders. Wasomali washiona Msomali bottom feeder. Mi hata ndo nashanga. Mi sijaona Msomali bottom feeder. Na kuna time hadi nimeishi maili 4 in Eldoret and the Somalis are I have so many Somalis there. Sijaisikia Msomali mmoja ni bottom feeder hata mmoja tu hivi ati ni bottom feeder. Man. Anyway, so they are saying it's a group of people like Somalis that are extorting people in Eastleigh, like business people. Ukifungua biashara lazima waachie. Ni kama mafias bro. You have to pay for protection, na ukikataa ndio hiyo sasa unapigwa msolombo nyuma. Unapigwa kuni literally. Na unapigwa like they really assault you, which is bad. It's a bad thing. It's a very bad thing. And I've talked to some of my guys and they are telling me, say sijui mkubwa wako USA. Hiyo ni allegations too, like, people trying to come up with stories. People trying to explain the situation. I don't know the truth. But one thing wanasema ati ni wase wanapenda pia kupiga gym. So Msomali yote mwenye anaenda gym sasa unamwangalia kama suspect. But anyway, man, me I love my Somali friends, man. My Somali friends are cool. They are cool, bro. My Somali friends are cool, bro. So this thing, and somebody told me like those Team Kazow ni group yenye me reject tradition, like ile tradition ya sonjo, ile ya kuoa mapema, ya kufata the clan way na vitu kaya. Nasikia ati ni wa group yenye me reject tradition. Is it true? I don't know. I'm as clueless as you. I'm just here to, see videos and see how people reacted before giving my honest reaction. So, yeah. And there's this other Somali guy. So I'm going to show you like 2 more videos on this. This is the news guy. Then this guy is the one who followed.
Team Kazow gang in Eastleigh. So according to news guy on TikTok, there is a gang group called Team Kazow in Eastleigh who are actually terrorizing, assaulting, raping, and extorting money from Eastleigh residents and Nairobi in general, especially the Somali community.
Sasa unataka kuniambia gava iko inajua? You want to tell me the government did not know? There are high possibility mapolisi walikuwa wanajua and walikuwa wanakula nao wase. We know how our policemen operate bwana. Nyinyi mnajua tuko na economy ya kitu kidogo, and that one is one of the factors enye imeto affect sana hadi msewezi grow. Juu utafungwa biz, msana kuja na kuibia, alafu anaenda tu free because yeye ukula na karao. Nani mwizi hapo? Nani enabler hapo?
Atrocities committed by these young people are covered and protected by fellow Somali politicians in the Kenyan government who come from the same clan as these young boys. And I'm told majority of this gang team actually come from one same Somali subclan. They are not diversified. They come from one very small subclan. And they think because they are enjoying protection from these politicians today, that the story will remain like this forever. That is not the case, my
Unasikia? Me, I told you, there is no way they will operate just like that on their own. Like hivyo tu kiwenda tu and like hivyo tu. Lazima kuwe na backing, either political backing ama do tu mwenda. Wezi operate hivyo bila consequence. Na una do na una backing ya some powerful guy behind you.
friends. This is Kenya, and this country has a law and order. And people have channels where they can, they have places where they can channel their grievances. And people will start coming out now and speaking up. You know, the guy I was complaining about, the guy who threatened me a few weeks ago in Eastleigh, I have...
Bro. So this guy is a Somali guy who speaks out on these matters. And there is also another account on TikTok called Eastleigh Watchdogs. No, Eastleigh is watchdog, Eastleigh.watchdogs, something like that. It's a woman. I saw one video and I was like, okay.
Videos
Talks about
him admitting in public events, actually bragging that he is part of this same gang group called Team Kazow. And that guy threatened me. He told me my days are numbered. So I don't know what really is coming my way now.
Hey, bro.
I also have to be careful. Maybe go to gym and, do some exercise. But I'm not trivializing this issue. The security apparatus are aware of these boys. The politicians...
Nilisema aje. Makarau wanajua. They know. Bro, hakuna kitu ufanyika kwa hii country bila karau kujua. Ama some powerful guy without, like, nothing happens without someone watching over it. Hakuna kitu happen. Bro, we kaa tu rada usikuchoroshe saba. Kaa tu rada usichoroshe saba. Kaa rada usichoroshe saba, upanuliwe msamba. Utavunjwa bro. Utavunjwa ubikra. So, man, the gava man, government yetu inatuleta dauni. Weniambe, Eastleigh is one of the biggest economies in Kenya. Like, the tax that is collected from Eastleigh is crazy. The tax that is collected there, mama, it is crazy, me, I'm telling you. And this is okay, let me show you a video of Mwafrika, then a video of one of the victims, then I show you one random video, then we close. So let me show you this video. I have to adjust kila time these videos, you know, since my studio mode imekataa kufanya, so I have to adjust here manually, and you see how many mistakes I make. So this is Mwaf.
So try to explain here, like how Kazow.
Kazow.
So who are Kazow and extortion gani wanafanya? Who are they extorting?
So nasikia wana extort business people.
So ni kama Mungiki.
Ni kama Mungiki.
But sasa mawalalo.
Alafu wanatarget sana nasikia wasomo wale wa kukama. Wajua sasa shida ya wasomo, kuna Wakenya na kuna wale wengine wa kukama. Na wakukama wametoka.
Asa ino wajanja. So wanatarget wageni because, you know, it's easy to intimidate wageni. Like mgeni hakujui, maybe you are the weakest guy, in Eastleigh, but he doesn't know it. Before you know it, ushamuibia.
Kuna wametoka Ethiopia, kuna wale wamedeportiwa kutoka majuu wamekaa South Africa, Djibouti, the entire region unajua kuna population but sasa juu Kenya ndo lucrative for bizarre.
Yes.
So kuna wale kama wame set up ma business, then kuna watu wanakam kuatoanisha makodi.
Yes.
So jamaa kata kulipa ni noma. Kuna kijana nilionapo story yake akisema aliraise $10,000.
Yeah. Story yao kijana niko na hiyo video. I'm going to play it here. Bro, I say they are doing the most, bro. I say, hey man,
kuanzisha biz ama jamaa wakakuja wakachukua kodi wakamfilisisha kasare. Kuna buda mwingine tunaonio video yake alikata kuwapiga kodi walichukua buda juu wakaenda wakamfira bana. Ndio hizo video ziko TikTok ukienda sahii zina-uploadiwa hapo, so wakaenda wakamfira buda huyo
ndio wana-upload.
Kuna mtu ana access nazo kwa TikTok ndo anaziseti.
That's just weird, man. That's weird. Let's say you are a straight guy. You are very straight. Utambao aje na uingize deki kwa rasa ya mwanaume. Now you are straight. If you are gay, I'll understand. But you are straight, Buddha. Explain that to me. Make it make sense, bro. Utambao mimi hata demaja hiva hata siezi mbao. Demaja hiva siezi mbao. Dema nakao mondi. Demu kimangalevi sura inakaya onyi. Man, mimi siezi mbao. Siezi mbao. Sasa imagine mwanaume bro. Unangalevi haga ya mwanaume unasema inenda kuidhombo dhamba. That's just wrong. That is wrong, bro. And the sheikhs and the imams of the masjid yenye ko Eastleigh, you should be talking about this. You should bring these guys in wanawajua. They should do something about it, bro. Because now people are going to start blaming, saying, putting it on the religion. Mimi nakwambia it's about time. Wewe ngoja. Anyway, let's continue.
Ni story John disturbing cause unashindwa ni squad gani? Ina kazona kumbe ni kazana. Cause ukikumbuka hata kulikuwa na nini? Walikuwa naitwaje wale wengine yani?
Walikuwa naitwaje? Uko ma 2012.
Walikuwa naitwaje squad msojini?
Cause afu ile time bado mnafikiria juu yake, something also has to be asked about easy cultures. The cultures where
excuse me,
every time you want to punish a man, the first thing unafikiria ni kuingia haga yake. That says more about you than the person you're trying to punish. Nacheki. Cause ini kimoja
unaona Mofa amekuwa mjanja, ameka culture hapo, amejua kimention religion itakuwa noma. Umeona? So that's why I'm saying leaders of the community, either the chief, the imam, the MP, the whoever, you have to handle that shit bana. Si cool juu inaenda kuharibiwa Somali wote jina. Juzi tu ndo wengine walikanyaga bendera ya Kenya wakaraundiwa. Hiyo haijaisha, mambo ya nimesora tena imekuja. Watu wanaanza kusema kumbe hata pesa zenyu zinakwanga za fraud na money laundry sijui na manini na fraud sijui. Ya nimesora. Umeona? Hiyo hata haijapumzika. Mumeleta hii kudunga msee nini tanki ya shonde. Mudunga msee in the behinds. Hiyo si fiti. Mnatembea kwa mtaro kwa nini, kwa sewage. Mnaingia sewage Buda. Nyinyi nanyi mmebo. Gym mnenda gym ndo anyway, astaghfirullah alazim.
Tumechekio story ya ina happen coast sana. Sasa ujinga imekaa Eastleigh. Nacheki.
Waswahili wazee wanakuwa na hizo story.
Wanakuwa na hizo njaro kabisa. Alafu haikuagi called out na kuchukuliwa gazi. That's not a normal person.
Umeona? Imetoka Eastleigh wameipeleka coast. And what's the common thing between wa Somali na wa coast? There is a common factor between them. Wameshindwa tu kuimention juu anajua itakuwa ni backlash. Because wakimention it's wrong. That's not it. Because majority of the people that I know, hata wa coast wanachukia ongeze de mbaya. Ndio maana wakikwambia wewe shoga vipi, ni matusi. Wakazwa nini? Ni matusi. Aja, ndakupiga dole matusi. Because mwanaume kupigwa dole, that's very emasculating.
nafikiria kitu kama hiyo there's a way unaweza extort cause Mungiki walikuwa na extort wase at any point ulisikia Mungiki wakitumia hiyo that's level of sexual violence cause ilikuwa ni whatever so hiyo story ya whatever ni disturbing
bro zile
Yeah, Mungiki allegedly walikuwa watu wanatoa watu vichwa, but anyway hiyo design ya sexual assault inatumiwanga na I've heard rumors about it. It's not, I don't know if it's true or not, but sometimes they use it as an interrogation tactic. Umekataa kusema mali bunduki ulificha, wanaita hapo onyi ama wanaita wafula amebeba mtulinga, wafula amebeba mtangoe, mtu wangu. Wafula anakwambia sasa utasemeko mali punduki ulificheko, utaki kusemeko. Wafula anachukua olive oil kwanza anapaka tu hivi kwa mtulinga, ukiangalia useme, unaangalia hivi unasema kai ni mguu ama ni mjulu. Mbona unaanza kubonga mwenyewe juu ukiangalia utaanza kubonga. So sometimes they use it as an interrogation technique, but I don't know if it's true, but I've heard about it. Like some people say and is it politicians? Some people have used it as a threat. Kuna interview niliona kwa was it on Dr. Kingori, like was it here on Ikonini? I can't really remember, but they say there's some guys like they will arrest you, take you to the police station, then organize in a way that a guy will come there and molest you, something like that. But that's like the highest punishment that you can do to a man. Like you're na break spirit ya msemba. So it's very bad, man. It's very bad. And some guys, they rather die than let you do that to them. So Mwafa was very careful. Umeona vile Mwafa amecheza hapo. Kuna mali amejaribu kukanyaga lakini akatipito denaka. Juu ameanza kulink tena hiyo wa Somali na wa Coast. And we know what's common between wa Somali na wa Coast, but it's wrong. It's not true. Because majority of the Somalis that I know are very homophobic. They don't tolerate that shit. And majority of the people in the coast pia, wengi, they reject that shit. So I don't know. But watu wenye walileta hiyo vitu yote upande ya coast ni Waitaliano, those sides of Lamu and Malindi. Ndio spread hadi coast. Waitaliano, they used to, walikuwa na come coast sana. Hebu enda Google Fort Jesus ilijengwa na kina nani? Fort Jesus ilijengwa na kina nani? Fort Jesus was built by who? Was built by the Portuguese. So you get the Portuguese. So the coast had influence from foreigners kwanzia kitambo. I don't think in any African culture ungepata wanaume wawili wakidhombodhana. I don't think. So this group is very dangerous. And when you just search on Chrome, because sometimes I do a small research before I come here and start talking. They say based on recent reports, Team Kazow is described as dangerous gang operating in Eastleigh area of Nairobi. Summary of the alleged truths regarding the Team Kazow criminal activity. The group is accused of acting like Mungiki, operating by forcing like extortion taxes from local businessmen and women of Eastleigh, targeting businesses. They specifically target Somali businesses community according to social media reports and local commentary. Gang compositions. So reports describe members as men often influenced by drugs, including hard alcohol and hashish. Watu wa jabarisheni alafu na makali alafu na shisha. Alarm raised. The Ikonini podcast and social media commenters have raised alarms about groups criminal activity. Violence. The group is associated with violence in Eastleigh neighborhood. Aya. The situation in Eastleigh is complex, and these reports come from recent allegations made in the early 2026 about other gangs such as Superpower have historically operated in the area as well. So the Ikonini and True Dog pia ameongelea hiyo story, and so many other people, they have talked about it. God damn. My nini. Let me fix my camera. My camera went off. Let me fix my camera. Camera. Not to lights to wheelie. I don't know why. Why do you have to do me like this? Yeah, we are back. It happens in a nayo shida, so we are back. But I'm about to finish. I just want to show you one video. Yeah. Let me fix this camera. Excuse-moi. There we go. Are we good? Are we good, my brother? Are we good? We are good. So let me show you an example of a guy who was extorted. And he spoke in Somali, but thank God the video had a nini. Had a, it's called a what? Subtitle. So this is one of the, this is the last video on this issue of the gang. Then, we move on to one last video. Lo.
And the moral decay in Eastleigh. Today, I will play a clip of a victim who publicly came out to expose the extortion racket by naming their names and sharing
This is the Eastleigh watchdog.
the ordeal he went
Big
through
up to
when
her.
he had a business in Eastleigh.
So he's saying, when I finished university, let me mute this video, man. When I finished university, I fundraised $11,000, and I came to Kenya to open a little shop. Team Kazow harassed me on daily. They even had the audacity to come to where I live day and night to extort money from me. God damn.
Kenya tagay dukaan yar furtay ee Team Kazow inta igaleen Team Kazow inta halkaas istaagan waryaa aan meelaan ka maro waayay habeen iyo maalin gurigaan deganahay meeshaan seexdo daqad ma taqaan aniyo la soo gargaraacay am qofka business plan.
When a young man starts a business, he has a dream, but they cut my dreams short and destroyed my hope. Have you ever seen me insulting Ogaden or saying what they did to me here online?
Inaad ninka xanuun leeyahay ayagu aniga hankeyga dul istaagay ayagu aniga waxa aan rabay wax ma taqaana burburiyay inta soo fadhisto wiliga aan macay ogaadeen waa may macayn.
Hey, this camera is, man, I don't know why it keeps failing, man. The answer is no. You have never seen me insult Ogaden. Let me restart this. This thing is disturbing me.
Greetings to the people of the internet. As I continue with the
Kenya tegi dhinaca ogaadeen waa may macayn banaankaasaan ka maray waxaan ogahay haddaan inta live soo fadhiisto anoo Kenya joogo dho waxaas lagu sameeyey.
So anasema the answer is no. You have never seen me insult Ogaden. I left them alone because if I came here and said this and that happened to me while in Kenya, it won't be pleasant. So he's not in Kenya. Right now, umse ayuko Kenya. Akiongea hivi ayuko Kenya. He's not in Kenya. Apparently. That's why he can speak freely. And how dangerous are these guys, man? Are we downplaying it? Are we underestimating them? Because like kuja kuwa na serious concern. And man, like what's going on, bro? Ni mboka ndo hakuna, because at the same time like hawa sasa hutumiwa pesa na wase mara. Okay, I don't think like I don't even know what to say, man. Let me fix the camera first. Then I'll have something to say. And the camera is taking my focus. Ogaden. Yeah, fixed it. Let me fix it first before I turn it on. Hii kamera leo inanisumbua mbaya. Are we good? Yeah, we are good. There I go. So my question is ni shida ni mboka ama shida ni kuonyeshana tu, like people just want to show that hao ni wanoma? Like what's the problem, bro? What's the problem? Juzi tu ndo tulikuwa watu walikuwa na fight those thugs from the coast. Sasa tumefikia hapa tena. Si freshi. Like running a business is already a hard work, man. It's already a hard work. Now imagine people extorting money from you, and at the same time you also need to pay taxes. You KRA pia iko hapo intaka yake. But anyway, let me play you the last video that I want to need to play. Then we call it a day. Let me play this video of this girl. Can't remember what she said, but for some reason ilikuwa on the lineup.
About anything other than making videos on social media. They all aspire to be YouTubers, streamers. They all aspire to be famous because they don't have to aspire to build buildings, lead the world. Because the world has taught them that it's not necessary anymore. You don't have to care about the justice system. You don't have to care about water, food, electricity. You can just go and buy it. You don't have to care about contributing to real life society, what makes the world what it is.
You know what she's saying? That boys nowadays don't want to do the real work. That's what she's saying. All we want to do is make videos and make YouTube and go online and be streamers. Is it wrong someone to chase their dream? Is it wrong? Do we all have to live? No one wants to live a hard life, man. And not everyone will be an entrepreneur. Not everyone will be an engineer. Not everyone will be a business guy. Not everyone will be a builder the way that you are saying it. No, in life, people have different paths, Bana. People go to different paths. People have different destinies. You can't just come and say, oh, you guys. The moment I saw your eyebrows, I should have known that something is wrong with you. But I just, these eyebrows. Anyway, let me not be stupid and let's just listen to what she had to say.
You don't have to care about real life problems. All you need to do is think about what you want to say on social media. All you need to think about is fame and how many followers you have and how you can get more followers.
Bro, is she talking about me? Is she talking about me? Eh? Oh, I'm joking. That's a toy again. I'm joking. I don't care that much, man. You know, we don't care. At the end of the day, we don't care. I just wanted to play this video just because.
And have a fancy life. The young boys that I know personally, they are not checking for school. They are not checking for...
Because school is stupid, bro. School is stupid. And we realize that the blueprint that they gave us, the blueprint is wrong. Bro, I've done this. I've gone through the school system. Mpaka nika graduate. I've graduated. This is my 3rd year at home. No work. Bro, I just hustle. Na shikanisha here and there, making small money, hapa na pale. The school system is broken, bro. It doesn't work. That blueprint that our parents had, the moment you are learned, you had a clear path of life and you had a job already waiting for you and you had money, doesn't work nowadays. And boys, we woke up to reality and we discovered that school is bullshit. School is bullshit.
For a job. They're not checking for a career. They want to be YouTubers. They want to prank girls on social media, prank each other because they want the easy life. They want everything to...
Was she heartbroken by a YouTuber? Bro, kuna jamaa wa YouTube alidinya uchile alafu akamuacha nini? Man, she has something to say about content creators, about boys who want to be content creators. What about the women who want to be content creators? Are they also losing their minds? Are they also wrong? Are they on the wrong path? Since you are the one who is the, wewe ndo sasa general destiny. Wewe ndo, you are the one who knows the right path to life. As if there was a time you are alive, then you died, then you came back. Now you have all this knowledge about your past life that is very useful to us. We are all doing life for the first time. We are all living life for the first time. People are allowed to pick their paths and make their mistakes and face their consequences. If they are good consequences, if they are bad, they will know. Uko mbele mbele.
To be easy, they don't want tough things anymore. They don't care about that because society doesn't even care. They don't want anything that's going to challenge them physically, mentally, emotionally. They don't care about that.
Bro, do you think streaming is easy? Do you think making these YouTube videos is easy? Like, if it was easy, then anyone could just wake up and do it. Anyone could just wake up and make 1 million followers, get 1 million followers. Anyone could just wake up and get 1K followers on YouTube. Do you know how hard it is to get 1K followers on YouTube, bro? From 1 to 1K, and no one knows you. You don't have fame. You don't have a name. You've never been in the entertainment industry or anywhere. For someone who is already known, it's very easy. Let's say you are an actress back in the days. If you get into this game of YouTube and stuff, you'll just get followers subscribers very easy. But for someone who is not known, you come from a family where no one was famous. Making 1K subscribers bro, is not easy, man. People have sleepless nights, bro.
The young girls that I know, they are going to school.
Young girls that
they are checking for jobs.
They are twerking on TikTok, bwana. Sema ukweli, bwana.
To further their studies, they want to have their own things. The young boys that I know, one just finished matric and already is on social media saying, yeah, if she does this, she's for the streets.
Bro, you're allowed to say whatever you want on social media, just the same way you are saying whatever you want on social media. And you're talking about these girls who are, furthering their studies and stuff. Are they happy? Are they happy? Because I can be making these videos, and I'm very happy. With zero money, but I'm happy because it fulfills me. Even when I die, people will come and see my videos and say, hey, this guy left for us like 10,000 videos, 1 million videos on YouTube. Someone like Aisho Speed, he started streaming and his mother gave him the same attitude that you are giving us. streaming is for stupid people. Oh, don't do this. Same thing with Mr. Beast, the big one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. Same thing, same. Parents don't want, parents don't support, and it's always the mothers. It's always the mothers, the women. What's wrong with you? Let the boys be boys, bro. Let the boys be boys. You want us to follow, man?
That's what he wants to do with his life. He wants to talk about what women are doing and who's for the streets and she's not loyal. And what you need to do with a girl that does this. That's what they care about. Young girls are affirmed. They are told that get a job, get an education, make something out of your life. And young boys are not affirmed. That's why they're doing whatever.
How many of those girls who go to school and graduate have jobs? Like the jobs that they studied for? Like how many have that glorious career that you are talking about? The reality on the ground is very sad. These girls are going through the most. These girls are sleeping around with men to get those jobs. Huyu dem alizaliwa wapi huyu? Huyu alimzama alimkunia. You don't have brain cells. And the more she speaks, the more you can see like there's nothing between her ears. Nothing. The way Mheshimiwa said, there's nothing between her ears. The more she speaks, the more hiyo kichwa ni kifuniko ya shingo. Hiyo kichwa ni store ya mate. Bro, hiyo kichwa ni maridadi. It's just a flower. You are using your head your head is just a decoration, eh? Use your head. Look at statistics. Look at statistics. How many graduates are out there with no jobs? So when you see someone trying YouTube or TikTok or anything, let them try, man. Let them try. We don't know the future. He might fail. He might succeed. And plus, it's not like making content is also easy. Aren't you on social media making content? Is this not content? Why are you not in the office? Hey, doing your work. Why are you not in the office? You are here giving us advice. As if you are the queen mother. Man, fuck you, bana. Anyway. Terrible Tuesday. We have to look at terrible videos like this. Not Tuesday. Terrible Thursday. Every Thursday we have to look at terrible videos like this. It's people who speak thinking that they know a lot of things, but they don't know anything. But anyways, it has been a long time. 1 hour already. We have clocked 1 hour. So it's my time to go and do other things. I have a life, by the way. So I just have to go and do other things. So big up to all of you. Big up. And subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe, share. Man, I need those subscribers. Man, the channel is at 482. I need more subscribers, man. The moment I get monetized, I'll start making putting more time, because I put 3 hours in this thing. Preparation for 1 hour, 1 hour streaming, and 1 hour editing, so that I can edit it for the shorts and the semi long videos and this long video. This is going direct to YouTube live, on the live section of my YouTube. So yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel, manze. Thank you. Big up. Let me stop streaming before. Let me stop streaming before I start stripping. Boo, 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 boo. Man, I'm stupid. I know. The more I grow, the more I learn that I don't know anything, man. I know nothing. I'm just the nigga with the mic.